Good day. My name is I.G. Lawal. I'm the principal partner, HARLEM. Today, I want to talk about the telecommunications access for people with disabilities under the Nigerian laws. One of the main objectives of the concept of universal access and universal service is that every person with disability is able to have access to telecommunications and information and communications technology, that's ICT. This is due to the great potentials they have in making significant improvements in their lives, allowing them to enhance their social, cultural, political, and economic integration in communities by enlarging the scope of activities available to them. As a matter of fact, the right of every person to take full part in the information society is recognized under Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which is the right to freedom of opinion and expression, and the right to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media. Generally, the concept of universal access and universal service is used in contexts denoting objectives and policies that governments implement to ensure that all their citizens have adequate access to the benefits of economic life. Regrettably, however, both the World Health Organization, that's WHO, and the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, that's UNESCO, are agreeable on the fact that at least 15% of the world population are living with disabilities. According to Article 1 of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, these persons refer to those with long-term physical and mental, intellectual, or sensory impairments which hinder their full and effective participation in society on an equal basis with others. It's a stretch to imagine that persons with disabilities suffer the challenges with respect to access to telecommunications, ICTs, such as a deaf person not being able to communicate with emergency services necessitating spoken conversations, or a blind person not being able to make use of a mobile phone with text-to-speech capability. Section 1H of the Nigerian Communications Act of 2003 states that one of its objectives is that of ensuring that the needs of the disabled and elderly persons are taken into consideration in providing telecommunication services. Therefore, one of the subsidiary legislations made by the NCC in furtherance of the power conferred on the Commission by Section 70 of the Act is Consumer Code of Practice Regulations 2007, which establishes provisions ensuring that persons with disabilities have access to telecommunication services. As a result of this, the General Consumer Code of Practice, in providing a special measure for consumers with disabilities, states in Regulations 15/1 that the telecoms operators shall from time to time consult the consumer forum to ensure that the requirements and interests of the disabled consumers are fully taken into account in the development and provision of its services. Subsection 2 makes it mandatory for telecoms operators to comply with any specific obligations that the NCC may impose on operators in respect of special services or service arrangements for subscribers with disabilities. Moreover, telecoms operators are also charged with the responsibility of ensuring that people with disabilities or other special needs are able to access their complaint handling processes, which include that such subscribers can be easily represented by their authorized representative so as to lodge a complaint. This is provided for under Regulation 40. Last year, the NCC organized the 92nd edition of Telecom Consumer Parliament, where the stakeholders in the industry unanimously agreed to declare a state of emergency for those living with disability in the telecom sector, urging NCC to drive the collaboration. Part of the decisions reached at the event include the need to press for increased inclusiveness of all the clusters of the disability in the telecom services, as well as the need to create more awareness both by the NCC operators and original equipment manufacturers known as OEMs, so that persons living with disabilities can become aware of OEM services that can help them. Thank you for listening. Bye.